Good morning. Let's start our practice. Sitting in that comfortable position. And just a few stretches so we can feel more comfortable. Any adjustments that you need to, and then perhaps just roll your shoulders back and down. Just turn to one side and then the other. Good, and then find the grounding of the hips, relax the shoulders, align the spine, bringing the stomach in and close your eyes. Bring the gaze up, lengthen the neck and the spine also, but also relax the spine so we can bring the attention towards the abdomen, abdominal breathing. Breathing slowly. Feeling that expansion as we inhale. Bloating the abdomen. And then gently contracting as we exhale. And as always, adapting the practice to how you're feeling. Adapting gradually. Some days you might get in that slow breath really easily. Some other days might take you a bit longer. And some other days, for some of you, if you feel too tired or if you have low blood pressure and you feel that tightness, then perhaps slowing the breath so much is not such a great idea because it would make you more tired. So just starting to notice what is your body needs, which is different to what is the mind telling you that the body needs. We always need to check and try so the body can talk back to us. When we don't try, then the mind keeps talking and a little bit more active than it should. And now with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. Let's start with our gratitude practice, choosing your two things before your practice, before your asana practice. And then set your intentions for this gentle practice, bringing awareness to the body, to how we use the body. And inhaling, bring the palms up. Exhaling, lowering slowly all the way down. Relax the shoulders. Breathing deeply. And another deep breath. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. So deep breaths not only help us to notice if there's any area that needs attention, but also when we are doing stretches, then it helps us to find some extra space. So we're gonna come with in that sitting position. I'm gonna stretch the legs because otherwise we're gonna, let me just come to the mat. So stretch them first and move your toes. Good, and then from there, bring the shoulders back and down and bring the feet flex just away from you in that inverse V. Bring the fingers pointing away from you, shoulders back and down. And again, also the wrists are a little bit more forward than the shoulders, the elbows soft, bringing shoulders as closer from behind as we can, bringing the chest slightly forward. The feet are hip width apart, pressing down, and then inhaling, coming up into reverse tabletop, and then exhaling, lowering down. Just that, coming up and then down gently without forcing too much on the coming up. Inhaling, and then as we exhale, coming back to the same place. Get engaged with the fingertips. We're going to do it 3 more times. Inhaling, coming up, and exhaling, lowering down. Good. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then from there, we're gonna bring the hips a little bit closer to the heels, and then lower down on the forearms with the fingers pointing towards the hips. Good, and then from there, we're gonna bring the right leg up, pointing with the toes, stretching as much as you can, feeling the stretch on the hamstrings, locking the knee if possible. Good, and then lowering down, bend the knee, again hip width apart. Make sure that the neck is soft. If there is a discomfort, roll the shoulders back a little bit more. And then inhaling, left leg up. You can even look towards your belly button, towards the thighs. Breathing slowly, toes pointing. And then exhaling, lowering down. Bend the knee, and then come all the way down. Bring the arms up, palms facing up. Stretch as much as you can, chin to chest, and then bring the feet off the floor, the thighs closer towards you, and pressing with the shoulders, with the back of the hands, then gently rock side to side. Very gently, very small movements. And then coming back to the center. Good, so as we inhale, we bring both legs up with the big toes touching. As we exhale, we bring the hands all the way towards the knees, the thighs, wherever they reach. Try to have the legs straight. Good, inhaling, lengthen the arms, bend the knees, and squeeze the abdomen in also. Good, then chin to chest. Inhaling here, I stretching the legs, and exhaling, bringing the hands wherever they reach. Keeping the head down. Inhaling, stretch the legs, exhaling, bend the knees, and engage the core. Good, one more. Inhaling, stretching, exhaling, extending the arms, reaching to the legs. Good, and then keep the hands there, bend the knees, give them a hug, and rock side to side. Good, and then from there, release the hands, bring the feet down, and then roll on your right side. Staying there for a couple of breaths. Relax the jaw. Good, and when you're ready, coming up to that tabletop. Good, and then soften the elbows. Bring the hips towards the heels. Chin towards the chest. Good, and then soften the elbows, inhaling, coming slightly forward. Good. So feeling more weight on the hands, fingertips engaged, and then round the spine and bring the hips back again. Stretching the arms as much as you can, bringing the forehead down. And then inhaling, coming back again to that tabletop first, and then just leaning slightly forward. So we lean forward, relax the spine. Curving gently, exhaling, rounding, and coming back. And stretch the arms. Breathing deeply. And one more. Inhaling, drag the hands just slightly towards you so they align with the shoulders. Relax the spine and lean forward. And then round, chin to chest and back. And this time, bend the elbows, rest the forehead. And bring the elbows away from you as much as you need to so you can relax the spine. Feel the shoulders also relaxed. Good, and then with the next inhalation, coming up, straightening the arms and tabletop. So make sure that the alignment is right. Soften the elbows, tuck the toes under, and coming up into that downward facing dog and bending the knees one at a time. Bringing the hips high, the chest towards the thighs. Good, and then gently bend the knees. Walk with the hands towards your feet. Soften the knees and slowly rounding the spine, coming up to standing. And when you up, roll the shoulders back and down 3 times. And another 3 times forward and down. Inhaling up, exhaling forward and down. One more. Good, and then from there we come on hip width apart, bringing the hands on the hips, bending the knees, relax the shoulders, and bring the hips forward. Good, and then release the hands on the thighs. Core is slightly engaged, but especially the legs, the glutes. So from here, inhaling and bring the arms all the way up. Spine stretched, and then bring the palms facing each other. Bend the elbows and holding, bringing them back as much as possible. The upper back is very active, the shoulders, the legs, but the spine is soft, so we can bring the arms, the shoulders a little bit more back. Good, and now we try to keep the arms and the shoulders there where they are, and then we bend the knees a little bit more. We bring the hips to the back, and then we stay when the spine is parallel to the floor, bringing the hips to the back, the elbows away from you, the neck soft. Keep the knees soft. And then as we inhale, we stretch the arms, palms facing each other. And as we exhale, coming on that forward fold. Relax the shoulders, the elbows. And then bring the fingertips to the sides of the feet. Come to the sides, you can see. And then try to walk a little bit more back with the fingers. Perhaps bringing the wrists to the front. So fingers towards the back, wrists towards the front. Like you can walk back with the fingers. It doesn't matter if you're bending the knees. They should be at least soft. And if you need to bend your knees a little bit more, you can do so. And the idea is that even if we bend the knees, as we crawl with the fingers towards the back, then we should feel nice stretch in that space in between the shoulder blades. Make sure the neck is soft and neutral. Good, and then bend the knees and bring the hands forward with the fingers now pointing to the end of the mat, to the top of the mat. And then lean forward just slightly to release some of the weight from the hands so we can come back with one leg and then with the other in that plank position. The legs are very active, the elbows soft, the glutes strong. Good, and then bring the knees down and then the hips to the back, but this time stretch the toes. Forehead down and then arms by the sides, relaxing in Sashankasana. Relax the jaw. Inhale and exhale. The whole body relaxed. One more round of breath. And then slowly inhaling, coming up to sit on your heels. Bringing the hands in front of you. Just enough to be able to raise the hips, to tuck the toes under and roll on your feet. Bring the chin to the chest. And again, stretch the arms, this time going forward, finding that stretching between the shoulder blades. Now it's slightly different. Allow the spine to be rounded, just resting on the thighs. The head hanging freely. Good, and then bring the knees to the sides a little bit more. So once at the beginning we have the knees to the chest, and then we allow them to come to the sides. And relax there in that forward fold. If you can bring the hips towards the back a little bit more, you feel a nice stretch on the hips, on the lower back. And then inhaling slowly, lifting the head, walking back with the feet. And then what we try to do is keeping on the tiptoes and bringing the heels touching together on the sole of the feet. See if we can. So the toes tucked under, and then just with the fingertips, trying to have the heels as a sitting place for the hips. See if we can sit there a little bit more. So when we feel discomfort on the ball of the foot, then it's a little bit more difficult. So what we do is we bring the heels a little bit more forward, so it's more supported. If you feel like as you're trying to bend them, then the heels are towards the back, then the weight is not balanced. Doesn't need to feel very comfortable. It's a different position, but it's good to bring that flexibility on the toes. Let me know how it goes. And then bring the knees together the feet flat on the floor. Wrap around with the arms. Lengthen the spine. Good, and then the idea is that we are very tight with the arms so we can come on the tiptoes. See if we can do this. Good, and then exhaling, flatten your feet. So if the arms are very active and the upper back, the spine as straight as we can, and inhaling, leaning slightly forward, coming on the tiptoes. Good, and then exhaling, lowering down, bringing the weight just slightly back. If it's too difficult, you can bring the hands by the sides, and then inhaling, coming on the tiptoes, and then exhaling, lowering back, extending the arms so we can feel that stretch on the hips. And one more, inhaling, tiptoes, and exhaling, flat feet. Chin to chest, hands in front of you. Lean forward again, transferring the weight to the tip of your toes and raising the hips high. Exhaling slowly, and then rounding the spine. Start coming up to standing. Get shoulders back and down. And then just shake your feet, the ankles, the arms, and grab your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. So today was just a test to see how we can transfer the weight back and forth to be able to move a little bit easier, to be able to carry weight in different parts of the body. And tomorrow it would make more sense with tomorrow's practice. So stretch the legs, stretch the arms, close your eyes, and enjoy your Savasana. Find that comfortable position. Close your eyes. Bring the gaze up. Relaxing the whole body. Relaxing the face muscles. Relaxing the jaw. And allowing your breathing also to become more relaxed. More free. Staying there for another 3 minutes. Keeping the gaze up, the awareness on the breathing. And if you have time, a few minutes of meditation, even if it's just a couple of minutes. Have a lovely day. And I'll see you tomorrow.